Hi, Gamer here. In this lecture, we will do a presentation of the Houdini and Unreal Engine examples, how to set up the plugin, how to get it work, and we'll do a brief presentation of all the aspects that you have in the examples. So without further ado, let's go with it. Hey, before continuing, please consider subscribing to the channel and push up the notification button so you have my latest update. Also, please consider acquiring my latest course on Udemy about creating your city with Houdini and Unreal Engine City Sample Project, where I detailed all the steps you need to do so you can do your own custom city based on the City Sample Project and the latest version of Houdini and Unreal Engine. Alright, so this is the Houdini Unreal Engine example project. What I did here is just I added the examples plugin to the project, and you can see that it's already up and running. I have my Unreal Engine Houdini plugin already installed and working up. So this is the plugin, and you can see it that it already have this browse content examples. And once you click it, you have all these examples with maps with different aspects of Houdini you can use within Unreal Engine. So for example, this map is just a starter map. This one is talk all about curves and how to use them in Unreal. This one is about geometry, instances, landscapes, and so on and so forth. So each map will have one of the aspects of Houdini given by examples. So for example, for the curve map, you see all the interaction with examples and explanation in each aspect of the curves. So for example, this one have different curve setups, and you can click on each and every one of them so you can have what's there as an input, how to change parameters. And if you're not familiar with Houdini, I encourage you to see some lectures in my YouTube channel. I already have the Houdini Engine plugin already set up because you need this for all this to work, and it's already there. And we start by a brand new Unreal Engine project. Okay, so let's go first to the Houdini Engine examples GitHub release page, and you got it on this URL. You'll find it in the description. So you got GitHub side effects Houdini Engine for Unreal content examples. You have the code, you can download the zip, or you can go to the release, and the release you have version 1.0, which is the latest, and there's some explanation there. And this is the zip file you have to download. I already downloaded, so you can see it in my download section, and this is the file I already downloaded. So I will do a copy of it, I will paste it later. So first we need to set up our Unreal project. Let's go with the blank project. Let's go with the third person actually. This is my project folder, and let's call this, there it is. So I do create and wait for the the project to be created. So while it's searching, I will go to my Unreal folder. So this is the project. You can see it's calling about plugins. We go to this later. Let's keep it here for the time being, and let's go to the folder where it lives. So I should have the Houdini content example here, and you can see right now there's no plugin set up. So we need first to set up our Houdini Engine plugin, because you can see right now there's no Houdini icon here. So first what I need to do, I need to start by copying the Houdini Engine plugin. So in my YouTube channel, there's a complete video about how to set up the plugin, and there's so many ways to do it. Let's do the simple one. And the simple one is to create a new folder in your project, which is called plugins. And once you create this, we need to copy now the Houdini Engine plugin. So where to find the Houdini Engine plugin? There's so many places. You can go to the internet, go to the GitHub release of side effects. I already have my standard plugin. So this is the place where the Houdini Engine lives, and it's in your Houdini installation. So for example, for me, it's 21.0.440, and you go to Engine, Unreal, and 5.5. And this is the Houdini plugin folders you need to copy. So we'll do copy and go back to my plugins, and I could do paste them here. So once I've done that, I can go back to the project and start it again. All right. So now you can see that I do have the new icon set that says Houdini Engine. That means that I'm correctly having my Houdini. But you can see that the browse content example is grayed out because I didn't set up it yet. So if I go, for example, to if I want to put on an HDA, like for example, I want to start by importing the HDA that comes with side effects, like for example this the curve instancer. I can put it here, and you can see that I can start my Houdini session correctly, and everything is done. But remember, we're here to know how to get the content example up and running. So before doing that, we already set up the Houdini Engine plugin. Let's close the project. No need to save here. And the way to have the content example working, you need to create a new folder in the plugins folder and call it runtime. Once you do that, you copy now, you pass now the zip that we downloaded from the GitHub. Just to remind you, the zip is this one. We already downloaded from the release, the GitHub release place. So this is Houdini Engine examples, and you can see it's the exact same runtime. So I didn't copy paste I did copy paste the wrong file. So sorry for that. I need to go back to the plugin, the zip file I downloaded, and continue back to my Houdini place. So not this one, the project one. So Houdini content example, plugins, runtime. Now we do the paste for the zip file. So remember, we need to extract it here. So we extract it here. And once I've done that, I should be good to go. So this is the Houdini example. So remember that you should copy the content to the runtime folder. So what I will do, I will copy paste it into the runtime place. So this is the complete path. You need to go plugins, runtime, and then copy paste the content of the Houdini Engine example folder directly in the runtime folder. Now let's start the project again and see what happens. All right, so there it is. And now you can see that I can create a session, and most of all, I can now browse the content example. So if I click here, I do have now all the levels that comes with these examples. Or for example, I want to see all about the landscapes. I open up the level landscape and I should have it. So first, remember always to start by creating a session before opening any of the levels. This way you can open the level, otherwise it won't work. So I go back now to the landscape folder, and now I can open the level. So remember always to start by starting the Houdini session, and after that you need to go to the level you want to explore. You want to see what are the let's say what Houdini reserved for you as example, and once you open it, you should be good to go. All right, so I think my engine crashed. So sorry for that. So this is finally the map. I managed to open it, which is the map that contains the landscape examples. So you can see now we have this map open up, and you can see all the example and see how Houdini manage landscapes and how do instantiation along landscapes. So I think it's pretty much all about this lecture. Let me know in the comments if you like the content. Give up the thumb. Don't forget to subscribe if you made it this far to the channel. I try to be as much as possible online. So sorry if I didn't be there for this couple of months. So I'll try to put on more content about Houdini, procedural, and everything related to procedural workflows. And maybe there's a surprise for the next week. I don't know. So let me see about that. So thanks for hanging out till now. Don't forget to subscribe, and it's a bye for now.